Good morning. It's the Monday morning cup of coffee. I'm your host, Tommy Womack, and I don't think I had a Monday cup of coffee last week. I might have. A week ago today, I was on a flight to Brooklyn at about this exact time. I took off at 6:10 a.m. On the way, nonstop flight from BNA to Brooklyn to LaGuardia, and was in the studio by 9:30, 10 a.m. and we mixed the record. I was in Brooklyn for mixing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then I flew back home Thursday, went up to Kentucky Friday to play a gig in Madisonville, came back home. I don't remember what happened Saturday at all. I have no memory of Saturday. It's not because I went out and had myself a Sean Diddy Combs kind of bacchanal. I didn't do anything like that, but I'm not sure of what I did. I probably watched an episode or two of Law and Order and went back to sleep. That's probably what happened. Yesterday I got a little bit done. The record sounds great. It's done, it's recorded, and I have enough funds, thanks to you, to pay for the recording completion of it. But I do not have the money to master it or to do the artwork or do the manufacture. That's a lot of money. So if you've donated already, thank you so much. Please look up the GoFundMe link and share it to your friends, and let's get enough money together to get this record out. I'm also going to be looking for a record label maybe that would manufacture it for me. We'll see if that miracle comes about. I see you see My Brain on my shirt. Here's my new shirt. Look at this. My Brain is like 80% song lyrics. I saw an advert for this t-shirt and I had to have it. I buy too many t-shirts. I also buy hats. Do you see? Okay, I've been trying for years to find a duplicate of this hat, a replacement for it actually, because this is the nice hat. I've been wearing it for years. It's the magic hat, and I call it the nice hat because people everywhere I go, they say to me, nice hat, and I don't know why that is. I originally got this hat at the Southgate House Revival just south of the Ohio River from Cincinnati in Covington, Kentucky. And I was in the club office getting paid, and this hat was just sitting on a table, and just for a goof I put it on my head, and it fit exactly. It is the most perfect fitting hat I've ever had in my life. And it fit so well that I forgot I had it on, and I got my money for the night, and I took my leave not realizing the hat was still on my head. And it became mine from then on. The next time I played there, I brought the hat back and said, look, I took this, I don't know whose it was. And they said, we've never seen that hat before in our lives. So that's it. It's a cheap little hat. It's a Halloween costume party hat. It's very lightweight, it's flimsy, and it's been beat to shit now. We'll show you some of those dents and scrapes and stuff. It's been through a lot. And I have gone for years now searching for a replacement for it, or best case scenario, a duplicate, the same kind of hat made by the same people. And it's just been ridiculous. I want to show you how many hats I've bought in my time to try to replace this one. We have this one, which is not bad. This one's wool. This one's wool, so it's can't wear it in the summertime. And I tried wearing this hat for a while, never got a nice hat for it. So that's one. This one was a Christmas gift from Lisa Oliver Gray, bit taller. I do like this one, and I've thought about drilling a hole in it to put a sparkler in there. So, because I used to pull that gag with government cheese all the time. I light a sparkler coming out of the top of my hat and recite a poem for as long as the sparkler kept going. So that's another one. This one I don't know where it came from. I think it was given to me in Michigan by the promoter. And I don't remember his name. If I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. And he brought me this. So then here's this one. This is the first top hat I bought. And it doesn't quite fit. If it came down a little further, it might be pretty cool. But as it is, close but no cigar. This is one, I don't know why I bought this one. It's too big. And I don't know if I need a stovepipe hat anyway. So that was a bad purchase. Here's another one. I don't know where this one came from. This might be the one Lisa gave me for Christmas last year. Yes, it is, because it's got the holly and the poinsettia there and the fun ribbon. And you see what the problem is here? You see? Problem with this one. So there's that. This was given to me a long time ago, and it's actually a pretty cool hat. I look like Al Pacino and Donnie Brasco wearing this hat. It's leather, it's cool, it's durable, and it'll keep you warm, and in a pinch I can wear that one. That's a good hat. This one was bought for me by Senator Bill Bradley on a retreat that I and Marshall Chapman were the entertainment for on the retreat. And I kind of like this one a bit. I've worn it on stage, and it does lend me a bit of credibility on stage to the Americana crowd, because, you know, I want to play songs about trains. I'm all about songs about trains. All right, there's that one, which is definitely a cool hat, totally unlike the others. And then there's this one right here. This hat was worn on the front cover of my book Dust Bunnies, and it doesn't fit terribly well. It's a little loose, but there's a story about this hat. Bob Dylan bought this hat in New Orleans for John Jackson, his lead guitar player at the time, who for a long while was my lead guitarist, years after he was with Bob. And Bob said one day, "You guys all need hats. Let's go to the store." So they went to the store, and Bob bought everybody in the band hats. I don't know if they were all matching hats like this, but it doesn't really look like the kind of hat that a Bob Dylan musician would wear, but who am I to say? So here we are, and we're back to the nice hat, the magic hat. It's there, right there. Now, I've searched everywhere in my time to find a replacement for it, and I actually put on, this is the magic hat. I Googled and Googled and Googled till I was blue in the breasts, and I found the exact same hat. It took a long time, but I found it. And I can't find the other one at the moment. I think it might be in my car on the passenger seat, because I take my hat off when I'm driving because my head gets all sweaty. Excuse me, burr in my throat. So that I have two of them. I have two new hats just like this one, and maybe they don't have the same magic as the other one, but maybe they do. Maybe they do. They fit great. They look good. It's time for a sip together. You might see with my Beatles cup here, my Hard Day's Night cup. I'm not drinking coffee today. We're out of coffee, but we have tea. And I like tea, especially when I go to England and Ireland. They know from tea over there. They make a good pot of tea. Anyway, let's have a sip together. I'll drink my tea, you drink your coffee or your Listerine or whatever you drink every morning. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have no gigs coming up anytime soon. The next time I will mount a stage, Lisa Oliver Gray is having her birthday gig November 9th at the 58 Club inside the East Side Bowl in Madison on Gallatin Road. And I will be singing, it's all covers. It's all covers from 1979, I think, is her theme year this time. And I am singing Cruel to Be Kind, the Nick Lowe song, a song I love. I've loved the song for over 40 years now. 45 years I've loved that song. And I've tried to sing it many times, and it is damn near impossible to sing, because at the end, he doesn't stop for breath. It's, gotta be cruel to be kind, in the right measure, it's a very good sign. Got to be cruel to be kind, cruel to... He barely takes a breath in it, and he's singing in a throat voice, so it really strains my voice to sing it, but I'm going to sing it. I think what I'm going to do is take a whole bunch of THC gummies, like 17 of them, just going to eat them like crazy and go up on stage. And the thing about that is I don't see how it would improve my performance at all, but it sounds like something I would do. So if anybody has 17 extra gummies laying around, preferably the ones that are heavy THC, so I go out on stage and everybody's faces turn to frogs, and I feel like Satan is rising up from the stage and clutching his hands around me, or her hands. Who knows what gender Satan is? I would have an opinion on that every now and then at different points in my life. Anyway, November 15th, Tommy Womack and the Ruins will be at Kimbrough's Pick-and Parlor in Franklin, Tennessee. It's the first band gig in a while, and maybe the last one till the end of the year. We'll see. November 20th, I'm going to go crash the open mic at the Springwater and sing 3 songs with a bunch of young aspiring songwriters, all of us in a row, like 3 songs apiece. And that's because I always have a gig on my birthday. I will be 62 on Wednesday, November 20th. And then Thursday, November 21st, at the Springwater as well, Tommy Gunn, my Clash cover band, with Jonathan Bright as Mick Jones, Brad Pemberton as Topper Heaton, Preach Rutherford as Paul Simonon, and yours truly as Joe Strummer. It's a fun show. It's a good show. We sound almost exactly like them. And let me tell you, pretending to be Joe Strummer for an hour or so is a lot of fun. It'll take it out of you. He was a force of nature, and I can't say by any stretch that I duplicate him by any means, but it is awfully fun to try. It's a great show. So I believe we're playing at 6 p.m. November 21st at the Springwater in Nashville, Tennessee, right next to Centennial Park behind the McDonald's. And let me think, is there anything else I was going to tell you? I don't think there is. Let me check and see if there's another date that I need to tell you about here. Let's see. Oh, if you're in Idaho, 2 days after the Tommy Gunn show, Saturday the 23rd, I am playing in Idaho. I'm going up there for one gig. Brian Grieber said, what would it take to get you to play a house concert at my house? And I said, well, Idaho is a fur piece. I don't really want to do enough connecting gigs in a row to drive all the way to Idaho and then have to drive back. That would be it would strain my milk, let's put it that way. But if you fly me out there and give me $300 on top of that, I'll play your house concert, Brian. So he said, it's a deal. So Wednesday, my birthday, the 20th, open mic at Springwater. Thursday, the 21st, also at the Springwater, Tommy Gunn. Saturday, the 23rd, Boise, Idaho. So if you're in the Idaho area or anywhere near it and you want to come to the show, I can hook you up with the address and the time and all that sort of thing. I'm not going to broadcast his address and everything on the interweb. That would be gauche. That would be uncalled for. That would be stupid. Anyway, don't let the bastards get you down. Rock and roll all night and party every day. Don't be afraid to be the first one to say I love you. Never order insurance from a guy named Slick. Never order spaghetti in a restaurant that never specializes in it. God bless you. Catch you next Monday.